you?
Me? I'm an international terrorist wanted by the police in half the countries of Europe. And I am a lady killer.
Sure.
Nighthawks is a 1981 action crime thriller film directed by Bruce Malmuth that would find good reviews and box office success and would find renewed interest 20 years after its release. On New Year's Eve in London, England, a terrorist named Hauer Reinhardt, who goes by his alias, Wolfgar, played by Rutger Hauer, plants a bomb inside of a department store while flirting with a young cosmetic salesgirl, played by Catherine Mary Stewart.
May I help you with anything?
Yes, something special.
Oh, yes, I think you might be interested in something like this.
That's good. What is it?
I think you'd be interested in this more, sir. Would you like to smell it? What do you think?
Would you wrap it up for me?
Certainly.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
All right.
You really are very pretty.
Well, thank you.
After leaving the store, the bomb detonates, killing many innocent people.
United Press. I have an announcement to make for International Wire. The Wolfgar Command has just struck a blow against British colonialism. Be warned that I have a long arm, and I'm prepared to fight my enemies wherever they may be. Don't forget, there's no security.
In the meantime, in New York City, two police detectives, Sergeant Deke De Silva, played by Sylvester Stallone, and Sergeant Matthew Fox, played by Billy D. Williams, work serving high-risk warrants taking down drug distributors as well as arresting muggers throughout the Bronx.
Please! Put your hands up! Against the wall! Move!
Deke often takes time away from his job to visit his estranged wife, Irene.
Look, you wouldn't like living with me again. You really wouldn't, I'm telling you.
Irene, I know what I like.
I don't understand why you can't get transferred off the streets. I don't understand why you have to do these insane kind of things. Why the hell can't you change?
Back in London a week after the bombing, Wolfgar attends a party and meets with his contact, Kenna, played by Robert Pugh. Kenna informs Wolfgar that the financier of his operations is withholding money owed to Wolfgar because several children were killed in the bombing.
Mercer says it was overdone. Several children were killed. That hurt the movement. Don't you people realize what it costs to run an operation like this? Where were you since Friday?
Realizing Kenna has led the police to his location, Wolfgar dispatches Kenna and the policeman.
Move! You go to a better life.
Fleeing to Paris, France, Wolfgar meets with his associate Shaka Holland, played by Persis Kambata. Having his identity revealed to all European authorities, Wolfgar and Shaka visit a plastic surgeon, who changes Wolfgar's appearance. After the process, the surgeon becomes a liability, and is murdered by Wolfgar, who then flees to New York City.
Is this trip business or pleasure? Pleasure, I know. Welcome to the United States.
Lieutenant Manafo, played by Joe Spinell, informs De Silva and Fox that they have been transferred to a special federal state anti-terrorism unit. They discover that their transfer orders came from the police commissioner, whom had received the orders from Washington, D.C.
Because we have been asked to cooperate with a special federal state unit, and we will. Now, you and Fox have been assigned to an attack group.
Come on, terrorism is hijackers of hostages. That's FBI stuff. What the hell do they want with us?
I don't know, your military records had something to do with it.
De Silva reacts negatively to his reassignment orders.
And this department will extend every courtesy. Do you understand?
No, I don't understand.
Get your hands off me! Understand this, sucker! You're a cop, and you'll go where you're assigned. Now, you and Tron will be here tomorrow at 8 o'clock sharp. End of story.
Anti-Terrorist Action Command, or Attack Squad, is assembled by Interpol British counter-terrorist specialist Peter Hartman, played by Nigel Davenport.
Some of you gentlemen may be wondering why you have been selected. Simply because of your unique qualities, field record, courage, etc., etc. You are to be indoctrinated in counter-terrorist techniques. which will enable you to meet your terrorist adversary on equal terms.
Hartman tries to convey the ruthlessness that the New York City Police Department will need to have in order to take down someone like Wolfgar.
Terrorists, though relatively few in number, rely on massive firepower. Law enforcement officials, on the other hand, are poorly armed, indoctrinated in the use of non-deadly force, and to a great extent are not proficient in what weapons they do have, which is necessary when dealing with civilians, but is catastrophic when dealing with terrorists.
I pay attention, huh?
The most important rule is hesitation kills. Hesitation must be removed from the policeman.
In the meantime, Wolfgar, who enjoys spending time in New York City nightclubs, moves in with a very attractive flight attendant named Pam, played by Hillary Thompson. De Silva takes in his new training, trying to understand the mentality of the terrorist.
We know his M.O., but what we don't know, and what we'll never know sitting here, is his motive, method, and opportunity.
Oh, once and for all, forget this police academy nonsense. This is a terrorist.
Look, I understand that, but how do you expect me to understand that you're training us to be nothing but assassins? And the only difference between him and us will be the badge. Now, I don't know about the rest of these men, but I didn't join the force to kill people.
Oh, for Christ's sake, man.
And if we miss, that's dead hostages.
Hopefully not.
That's an unacceptable risk.
It's our responsibility to try and stop him.
Well, it's not my responsibility to be part of an accidental homicide.
Oh, for Christ's sake, De Silva! Will you get out of this cop on the beat mentality? Your wife left you for it. Wasn't that enough? And how did I know that, De Silva? So I make it my business to know the backgrounds of all of you people. Because I knew that would get through to you, De Silva. And if there's any way, Wolfgar will know it too.
Wolfgar bombs buildings on Wall Street in the middle of the night, calling it a warning. The pairing between he and the stewardess is short-lived once Pam stumbles upon Wolfgar's weapons arsenal.
Please, I won't tell anyone. You don't have to worry about me.
Okay. You mustn't. You go to a better life.
New York detectives investigate the crime scene, and Manafo informs De Silva that the woman's death may have some clues for the attack squad.
We found a stewardess dead.
What stewardess?
Look, if you guys down at command center haven't heard of this girl, maybe it's time you did. We're not sure who her boyfriend was, but we've gone through her souvenirs. It's like a road map of every discotheque and singles bar in town.
So what's that have to do with us?
No, nothing unusual, except one thing that doesn't belong. A map of the Wall Street area. The street that was bombed was circled. I want you and Fox to hit all the places she might have hung out. Somebody might have a beat on her.
All right, we're on it.
Fox and De Silva begin checking out as many New York nightclubs as they can to try and see if anyone recognizes the murdered woman.
Maybe a couple weeks ago.
Do you remember who she was with?
Yeah, I think a guy with blonde hair. Dressed pretty good.
Eventually, De Silva spots Wolfgar.
Say I did this. Took this off. Yeah? Added this. He could look something like that, couldn't he? Yeah, I guess so. Why? Because that. He's standing over there.
After a crazy chase through the busy nightclub and down into a New York City subway, Wolfgar grabs a woman and makes her a hostage, using her as a human shield. And De Silva hesitates from taking a shot.
Oh, wait. Shoot! Shoot! Dang it! Take the shot!
He's not clear.
Wolfgar is able to evade capture, wounding Fox with a knife slash to the face, and slips away.
Kill it, motherfucker! You're fucking dead! You're fucking you motherfucker!
Fox survives his wound, but tells De Silva he should not have hesitated.
You should have took the shot.
As Fox recovers from his wounds, De Silva, Hartman, and Manafo dictate security measures for the attack squad at a function for the United Nations at the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Roger.
De Silva?
Yes.
Everything seems to be under control up there. Would you take Zone A?
Sure. Now listen. Are you hungry?
Bit.
Chinese food later?
Look forward to it. Proceeding to the south escalator.
Hartman comes face to face with Shaka.
De Silva, by the way, who's picking up the check?
Well, I believe in age before beauty, don't you?
Shaka.
Come on, sit down. Somebody's...
Watch out! Move out of the way! All right!
Come on.
All right. We got all the exits covered.
Forget it.
What do you mean, forget it?
She's gone. Forget it. It's not his big play anyway.
How do you know?
Because I'm beginning to know how this son of a bitch thinks.
This story was originally planned as French Connection 3 by screenwriter David Shaver at 20th Century Fox and would have seen Gene Hackman's Popeye Doyle team up with a wisecracking police officer, possibly played by Richard Pryor. The main plot was the same, but when Hackman showed reluctance to do a third French Connection film, the idea was scrapped and Universal Pictures acquired the rights to the storyline, which the writer then reworked into this movie. The original director was Gary Nelson, who had directed the Disney films Freaky Friday in 1976 and The Black Hole in 1979. But he was dismissed from the project after a week of production and was not credited. His replacement was director Bruce Malmuth. This film had two working titles. The first title for the film was Attack, and the second title was Hawks. The meaning and relevance of this movie's title, Nighthawks, refers to the men and women street police of the New York City Crime Unit who patrol the city late at night. In preparation for their roles as New York City street cops, Billy D. Williams and Sylvester Stallone spent several weeks working at night with the New York City Crime Unit. This is the first movie that Sylvester Stallone ever did where he plays a police officer. In his autobiography, Rutger Hauer stated that Stallone had come off a string of box office bombs and was in desperate need of a hit movie. Rutger Hauer felt that many of the on-set clashes stemmed from Sylvester Stallone's efforts to keep tight control over the film's production. Stallone expressed deep regret over his behavior in the 1980s. In a 2014 interview, Sylvester Stallone said that the success of Rocky in 1976 made him, as he said, insufferable. By his own admission, he said he abused power and was an authority on everything, and he wishes he could go back and punch himself in the face. Rutger Hauer lost his mother and his best friend during the production of this movie. He returned to his native Netherlands for both of their respective funerals, but returned to the production each time within a few days. Despite all of the personal drama and all the difficulties on set, Rutger Hauer did say in his autobiography that he was happy he stayed aboard because this movie caused him to be noticed in Hollywood and started a very impressive international movie career. This was actor Rutger Hauer's first American feature film. Sylvester Stallone said about the cable car stunt that hanging from that cable car was one of the most dangerous stunts he was ever asked to perform because it was untested, and he had to hold a Gerber knife in his left hand so if the cable were to snap and he survived the 230-foot fall into the East River and survived the ice-cold 8-mile-an-hour current, he could cut himself free from the harness. Due to a lifelong fear of heights, Stallone said of that helicopter stunt, quote, "I've never been so scared in my life," end quote. In the same interview, he said he spent 15 weeks in almost total seclusion in his hotel room because they were the most stressful times of his life waiting to do that helicopter stunt. The sales girl in London is played by Canadian actress Catherine Mary Stewart. Her voice was dubbed by someone with a British accent. Catherine Mary Stewart said in a Cult Film Freak interview that she was supposed to be British and she had lived there for a while and thought she had a pretty good accent, but apparently it wasn't good enough. Pre-production began in 1979. Principal photography was from January 1980 when the final draft of the script was complete, and production ended in April of 1980. The original cut of this movie was almost 2.5 hours long. There are so many scenes of this film that have been lost, and they were taken out because Universal Pictures wanted a faster-paced movie, and the studio was concerned that the film might get an X rating. Ironically, even when those scenes were taken out, the movie still got an X rating from the Motion Picture Association of America and had to be heavily edited to get an R rating. There were scenes with Stallone and Lindsay Wagner. There were scenes where he and Billy D. Williams did another drug bust. There were more scenes about the plastic surgery. There was a sex scene between Shaka and Wolfgar. There was, from the looks of it, a sex scene between Lindsay Wagner and Stallone. Spoiler alert, at the end of the movie when Stallone kills Hauer's character, he shot him like 8 times, and it was really graphic. But in the versions we all see, he only gets shot twice, even though you could tell he's got way more bullet holes than 2. In a 2021 interview, Sylvester Stallone said he would love to re-edit Nighthawks back to its original version. Fans of this movie, including myself, are always eagerly waiting for an extended version. Released into theaters April 10, 1981, Nighthawks was a hit. It grossed $19.9 million on a budget of only $5 million. The reviews by critics were generally favorable to the film. This movie had a resurgence in popularity 20 years after its release, after the 9/11 attacks in 2001. People started renting it. I rented it. That's when I first saw it. Because all of a sudden it was like, wait a second, terrorism in New York? But when it came out back in 1981, like Stallone said, urban terrorism wasn't a thing. It was pretty unthinkable. It was naive. This is a really good movie. I wish it was unedited and longer. I wish we could get an extended cut. Maybe someday we will. That scene in the nightclub where Stallone spots Rutger Hauer's character with brown sugar playing is great. I highly recommend the 1981 thriller Nighthawks.